My style of dunking would be described as demolition. And when I say demolition, I want you to picture the big steel ball hitting that building and knocking it down.
Oh, I would describe his dunking style as bone-shattering, like nightmarish, where you're going to have nightmares.
A thunderstorm, just a release of atomic-type power. Most times when Shaq dunked the ball, you fully expected the basket to collapse.
The most powerful, most demonstrative, there was always at the end of his dunk a big exclamation point. He followed through in his dunks more than any player I've ever seen.
Every time I would dunk, I would actually try to rip the backboard out. And I would actually get my knees up and hang a little bit to get the extra, to get the extra pull, to try to pull the rim off the socket through the glass.
I thought Shaq was going to break somebody's arm one day. He dunked so hard. I mean, if you try to block Shaq's dunk, it's too powerful.
Just an unbelievable force. I mean, he did things with just his brute strength that other people couldn't do. He didn't even have to give you a hip to get you out of the way. He'd just have to bump up against you, and you'd be out of his way.
They really didn't have a chance to get out of the way because once they leaned on me, I was so programmed to spin that they'd be off balance, and their reaction was really, really too slow to try to get back.
Big, strong dunkers like Shaquille O'Neal and others many times had an opportunity to get guys cringing as they're trying to protect the basket. When they see him rise up, all of a sudden they duck.
I would look down there on the other end at him warming up, and I'd be like, Lord, please don't let me get caught up under the basket.
Even a guy like Hakeem Olajuwon, he was dwarfed by comparison to O'Neal. Shaq ran the floor as well as Hakeem did, which meant he had a full head of steam as he attacked the rack. And the building just shook. I don't care where the dunk took place. The building just shook whenever he slammed it home.
When I dunk, it brings a lot of things on. First of all, it demoralizes the opponent. Second of all, it gets the crowd into it. Third of all, if you keep doing it, the guy that you're playing against, he'll just give up, start flopping. He'll just start crying, he'll start fouling.
He was so powerful and so strong that people gave up trying to defend him. They would just fall down.
There's none like him. He's a one-to-one. None before him, none after him. That size, that weight, that agility, his speed, I mean, the way he used to get up and down the court, man. And the guy could jump. Like, oh my goodness, crazy.
I compare Bill Russell, I compare Wilt Chamberlain, Jabbar, go down the line. Willis Reed, no one had the power of his dunks.
The Diesel is the Diesel for real.